What?
The most important position was the biggest miss. Like, this wasn't the third pick in the draft and you took a linebacker and he was Reuben Foster. This was Joe Montana. This was John Elway. This was Patrick. This was supposed to be.
I don't do that. I don't assume that every third pick in the draft is going to turn into the.
How about your next franchise quarterback? Meet me halfway there then.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, starter for 8-10 years.
Okay.
For sure.
Right. I'll take it.
But, I mean, you just mentioned 2 of the top 5 quarterbacks ever. I mean, and, like, the other thing is there were 5 quarterbacks in this draft.
All that, none of them have gotten traded yet. They're all with their original team.
Yeah, my question is, where are you with Shanahan and Lynch? And where are you with Farhan and Kapler? Because I just think, listen.
And they've both been here a while. When they may have it already, Steiny.
If they may. But to me, this is a big year. This is the big year for Shanahan and Lynch. If they make another run this year, I would commit to them like the Warriors committed to Myers, Kerr, and the rest of them. If the 49ers falter this year, then I'm in a wait and see. The San Francisco Giants, I mean, we're in a situation now where if they make the playoffs this year, I get the set. They're not loved, Farhan, Zaidi, and Kapler. But at that point, don't you have to say, this team is competitive every single year, and every other year they're going to make the playoffs and give themselves a shot.
Yeah.
They developed a farm system.
Well, because
we're doing it with young pplayers.
Yeah. Well, when you
which you have to do because we can't get free agents in San Francisco. So to me, Kapler and Zaidi and Kapler.
Well, that's interesting.
Maybe they're closer than we think to being mainstays here.
Yeah. Because you said that it has to culminate this season in a playoff berth, because when you said they did it would be making the postseason with a majority of the youngsters contributing. 415 says, Steiny, what other options would it be if you got rid of Kyle and John? My question to you before you answer is, what if you went and told Nahegan, or we told Nahegan, you know what, I'm going to spend time with the family, I'm done. Right there on the spot, Nahegan wouldn't know who he was going to hire. He would have to do a job search, get a paper, write down, and then tomorrow his answer would be entirely different than just on the spot. So 415, if you're asking us right now, who would you put in there for Kyle, because we heard that, what other coaches out there, give somebody time to come up with the answer, and that list would be pretty impressive. Who you replacing Steiny and Goo with on the fly? Talk to me tomorrow. I got like 20 names.
And it's the other
Evan Isbadoni.
The other thing I kind of thought was interesting was it had happened last night during the Red and Gold Summit was, and I just think we have a tendency to do this, because we're in the Bay.
What?
But we were talking about Kyle Shanahan and the question, who would you rather have? Who would you rather have? And I just said, well, what about a guy like Sean McDermott in Buffalo? And Joe said, he's better. Oh, Kyle's better than McDermott. And I said, well, why?
I do believe he was right.
Okay, well, Shanahan's got a better resume. He's got a better playoff record.
And been to a Super Bowl.
And he's been to a Super Bowl. Great. And he's better. Is he a better play caller?
I think so.
Yeah, what about a leader? Who's a better leader?
Well, if you ask Jimmy Garoppolo, it wouldn't be Kyle. But
my point is that McDermott probably has some qualities in terms of leadership and communication that are probably better than Kyle Shanahan. And so if the Buffalo Bills run the table and win it, so then McDermott's better, he'll be better on the official chart.
I believe so. McVay's better than Kyle.
I'm just saying
now. That didn't come up yet. But seriously, McVay has a Super Bowl ring, Steiny.
Right. And all I'm saying is that doesn't necessarily make him better. It just makes him have one Super Bowl over Kyle. And he's always going to have that unless Kyle wins it. So I get it. But, I mean, it's not crazy.
Think McVay is kind of, he comes from the same cloth as I have McVay. Like, he's a brilliant offensive offensive mind.
Yeah, but
and he's falling on hard times.
Okay, what about leadership? What about being the leader of a team? I don't know how to gauge that. What do you mean?
Because if there's nothing that comes out, I got to give you the benefit of the doubt.
My point is, I would never say that Kyle Shanahan's a better coach than
Wow.
I'm sorry. I would never say that Dan Campbell is a better coach than Kyle Shanahan.
Wow. All right.
But who's a better leader? Like, there are different aspects of coaching. So that's all I'm saying. Kyle's got strengths. Kyle's got weaknesses.
And we all do.
Exactly. So where is he right now?
Well, I guess the question is, Steiny, can you overcome your weaknesses? Are your weaknesses the reason you can't get to the mountaintop? But Campbell and McDermott have not gotten to the Super Bowl.
No, they haven't. Sirianni, could he be better than Kyle Shanahan? Is he a better coach than Kyle Shanahan? Why would you say no? He's been there, 1 year? First year? Did he do this in his first year?
This is that second year.
Okay. I'm just asking.
No, but that's
great playoff.
He's younger.
Yes, Sirianni.